his professional boxing record of one defeat and one defeat and one draw. From Brownsville, Texas, weighing 133 1/2 pounds, Juan Zuniga. His opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, weighing in at 135 pounds, with a pro record of 2 wins and 1 defeat, including 2 by knockouts. From Fort Worth, Texas, Golden Johnson.
Okay, you both have already received your pre-fight instructions. I want a clean fight. Watch the low blows and watch your heads. Any questions? Shake hands and good luck.
4 rounds.
The 19-year-old Golden Johnson from Fort Worth, Texas, who has worked as a sparring partner with WBC junior lightweight champ Jesse James Leija and also IBF junior lightweight champion John Molina. So he has that wealth of experience outside of his 3 professional fights.
Yeah, manager Lester Bedford saw him working in the gym with Leija. He says that it was back and forth, that Johnson was doing terrific, so he signed him to a contract. Describes himself as an aggressive type fighter, fast punches, good power in his right hand.
Golden Johnson on the left, Juan Zuniga on the right. Zuniga comes in 0-1-1. Now he claims that he has 7 victories, won his first 7 fights, all by knockout back in 1990 and 91. We have not been able to verify that. And he had fought Frankie Randall back in November of 91, said he was 7-0 going into that fight. Was stopped by Randall in 4 rounds, then left the ring for about 10 months and came back with a 6-round draw against Clarence Barnes. Straight ahead fighter, likes to slug it out, and that's what he's trying to do against Golden Johnson.
Straight ahead fighter, and that's what happens sometimes when you are a straight ahead fighter. Rushing in, he gets hit with a left hook, goes down. Juan Zuniga down the canvas. Third man in the referee, David Avalos, taking a look at him. Now Zuniga on his bicycle. This is not the way Zuniga has fought in the past. This is not his best fighting. He likes it when he can be aggressive. Golden Johnson is landing too many shots on him.
Inside the final minute of the first round, it's scheduled for 4. And the referee, David Avalos, stepping in.
Yeah, a lot of missing shots from both fighters. There's a right hand that lands from Johnson and a left hook that lands.
But rolling away is Zuniga.
Yep. Pulling away from the shots. Difficult to catch a fighter like this clean. You got to go downstairs to the body first, slow him down, make him stand still, make him ask for it, and then go upstairs. Don't waste your big shots upstairs when they're moving back like Juan Zuniga's doing.
Hello. You know, the talk back doesn't work. I'm trying to talk to you all night. Shit. God damn it. We got the Laura fight. The fight we just saw. Let's play back the last couple of rounds. The Canizales. It's a great fight. And I'll just say, time permitting, and tell me how many rounds. You know, even if it's the 4th and 5th. Crowd still hanging around at the Convention Center, South Padre Island, following Orlando Canizales' 15th straight title defense. And time permitting, Sean, we'll take a look back at some of those fantastic rounds against Rolando Bahal. It was back in February, and here on South Padre hosted the Miss USA pageant right here.
Right here.
In this very own convention center.
Yes.
Texas USA pageant will be here later this month.
Let's stick around.
It's fine by me.
Beautiful place. South Padre Island. Great sand. Great water.
Great sun.
Great Scott. Great Golden Johnson and great Juan Zuniga. Missing a lot of these shots. But those are landing from Juan Zuniga. The uppercut working well.
And that's his most effective arsenal. Close range, the uppercuts. And he has Golden Johnson holding on. Golden getting a little tarnished here in the second. And now Golden trying to fight back. Zuniga holding on, and he gets his head snapped back.
From that same uppercut that Johnson got hit with earlier this round. Zuniga has found a home for that uppercut. Great punch, especially with a fighter that leans over like Johnson does. Johnson is hurt.
Johnson with the left hook. It took him around to warm up, and now Johnson comes back with the uppercut. Goes upstairs and uppercuts again. Golden Johnson on the left. Juan Zuniga on the right. And it has turned into a slugfest here in the second round.
The uppercuts. When you get hit with one of those uppercuts and you get stunned, you don't soon forget it. That is a great punch. Both fighters leaning over at the waist, both of them asking for that punch. Oh, good overhand right. Juan Zuniga. A punch like that can take all the steam out of your opponent, all the movement out of his legs. You make him freeze and then you unload heavy punches.
Two gangly lightweights in a wild second round.
Good left hook from Johnson.
Second round. Uppercuts are us in this one. Yeah.
Here's what I wanted to do to it. The first round I was ready to.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. All right. The crowd is revved up, so is Juan Zuniga as he comes out flailing at Golden Johnson. These guys are making the crowd forget about the Canizales fight.
Well, Zuniga was shadowboxing in his corner before this round began, and the crowd started shadowboxing with him.
He just can't get enough of the action. And he is more of the favorite. Both fighters from Texas, but Zuniga is closer to South Padre out of Brownsville. Golden Johnson out of Fort Worth. This is scheduled for 4. This is the third round. Golden Johnson has never gone beyond 2. He has knocked out his 2 opponents within 2, and he has been knocked out in the second in a fight in which he claims he was wrestled to the canvas, and the referee stopped the fight, gave the opponent the TKO. None of this, none of that. But we've seen just about everything else in that second round. Zuniga starting to open up Golden Johnson with the uppercuts. And then later in the round, Johnson coming back with uppercuts of his own.
Oh, yeah, but they both lost it this round. Both of them slowed down. Did they both punch themselves out in that second? Uppercut, there it is. Zuniga coming in with it. Again, but the left hook lands, 2 of them. Golden Johnson. Oh, inside. What a hard way to fight. Both of them pushing on the inside. Their heads are very close. You're struggling. You're getting hit with a lot of punches. But the rounds go by quickly.
Third round action. And both fighters seem to be delighted that they were separated for the moment.
Good body shot from Zuniga, and then he comes upstairs. Golden Johnson, good combination. The left hook comes back with the right hand. Again, somebody woke him up.
Combinations here late in the third by Golden Johnson.
Yes, sometimes in a fight, you'll get hit and you'll get knocked out without going down. You stay on your feet, and then a few seconds later, you come to. When you come to, you realize you got to start throwing punches. Looked like that's what happened to Johnson.
Coming down to 15 seconds left in the third. Scouting report on Zuniga. Straight ahead fighter, loves to slug it out, and that's exactly what we have seen in this one. And Golden Johnson also complying. 3 rounds down, 1 to go, and you kind of get the feeling whatever's left we'll see in the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think they both took a break that third, only to pour it on in the fourth. Juan Zuniga, Eric Vallejo in his corner, Antonio Sarmiento. Staring across the ring at Golden Johnson. Freddie Perez, Bubba Stotts, Alex Flores.
You got to have this round all the way, okay? All right. Hold on. Move your head. Keep moving your head. Don't give him no target, okay? Follow up. Follow up with that punch. Go to the body in the head. He's covering his head. Take a deep breath.
Manager Lester Bedford leaning in. And this is the 4th and final round. Johnson is only 19 years old. So they get 23.
Yeah.
And for Johnson, it's either start to build an impressive record, he'll go to 3-1, or fall even at 2-2, and that is a big difference early in a career.
You bet. And you know Juan Zuniga's going to come right at you. You got to get those uppercuts ready, get him firing. He's coming right after you. Sometimes all there is to do is plant your feet and wait for your opponent to come in, then have something waiting for him. Set a trap.
These are lightweights.
Yeah.
Real long and lanky. Keeping the distance between them in this 4th and final round. The left hook followed by the straight right by Johnson. He's looking for the golden punch to try to end this here in the 4th. The judges may be tested. We haven't had any decisions so far tonight. Ulysses Boulware taken out in the second round by Derek James in our opening fight, which seems like centuries ago.
Yeah, doesn't it?
And in the main event, Orlando Canizales did a 15th consecutive world title defense of his IBF bantamweight crown with a 5th round knockout over a very game Rolando Bahal. 27 seconds into the 5th.
The more you do something, sometimes the better you get. But Bahal said the more he does it, the more chance there is of me winning tonight. He comes out, this is my night. But was not true for Rolando Bahal. 5th round knockout. There's that uppercut. Remember the second round? Both of them trading uppercuts on the inside. Both of them rocked in that second. The third round, they took a break. This round, looks like they picked it up where they left it in the third.
Inside the final minute of the fight. Next week, we're at the Blue Horizon. Tony Green in one co-feature. Charles Brewer in the other. And the Blue Horizon should be rocking. Yes.
Blue Horizon special. Oh, wow. In a fight like this, both of them here, you're in the final second of the last round. You got to go with it. You got to give everything you have. No idea who's ahead. I've got it very close. Either way, obviously.
10 seconds to go.
So the last 10 seconds perhaps steals the round and steals the fight.
And that is it. 4-round slugfest. Two young lightweights, 19-year-old Golden Johnson and 23-year-old Juan Zuniga. They get a standing ovation from the crowd in South Padre. And as we await the decision in this one, let's take a look at tonight's Power Punch, brought to you by Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Fifth round. The opening bell, Orlando Canizales pours right in on Rolando Bahal. The slick right hand. Bahal tries to catch himself. He sees Canizales coming back, and Bahal would not get up. That ended the fight 27 seconds into the fifth round, and that's tonight's Budweiser Power Punch. Right.
What you have to do is before you go, eat a big lunch.
Charles Brewer is still ranked in the top 10, right?
Yes, yes. Ridiculous what he is.
Wings is next. You just tell me what's on. The first is the promo, then Wings.
No idea who this is.
Of course you.
Right. We're ready for the decision. Let's go to Shelly Mann.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision for the winner out of the blue corner, Golden Johnson.
So Johnson Golden, the 19-year-old, goes to 3-1, and he wins the slugfest against Juan Zuniga. Seems to be very happy for his opponent. So that wraps it up on a night of boxing action from South Padre Island in Texas. Orlando Canizales defends his crown for the 15th consecutive time, tying an all-time bantamweight record.